Hey everybody, and welcome back to some more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Last time, we completed Chapter 11 of the main story and made an attempt at Chapter 12. Now, doesn't that sound familiar to a few streams back? Where we had a similar thing happen. Welcome in, Fuse. Today, we're gonna take my revenge on what was the final boss in the original game. As you can see, I've gained quite a few levels since last time, and I've re-equipped with the level 55 gear set, the highest you can get from the store. So outside of hunting for crafting stuff and getting to level 60, this is kind of the best I can get. So if I'm not well enough equipped, then I don't know what's wrong. Unfortunately, to go do stuff between streams, I did have to reload my save to the point of at beginning this story mission, so I'm just gonna skip through these cutscenes since we did see them last stream, and just try to get back to where we left off. And thanks for the lurk, Fuse.
All right, Blades. You heard what the...
So from what I remember, we didn't struggle too much with the first few phases. I know I did have to use some of the skull patches so that people didn't lose their skulls.
All right, everyone.
But I still don't know what happened last time where suddenly none of my skulls had fuel, which I assume was scripted, because I definitely was not that low on all of them. And then I was okay for a little while attacking on the ground, and then suddenly everyone was dead. So I need to try to pay more attention. But at least this time I'm not on the time crunch. Oh, this is new. So, you are Rena. I've heard of tales of your dealings with my kind. It is precisely because of your reputation for strength that I would ask you to meet with my master. It concerns a business proposal of discreet nature. I ask that you come to the industrial district by night. I trust you understand my need for privacy. It's quite the lucrative offer, I assure you. It'll be well worth your time. Until then... we're kind of in the middle of something important right now, so I'll attend to you later. We're kind of in a fight for our lives right now. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what happened in the last fight. Hopefully we don't see a repeat of it, but... I just need to pay attention and try to fight the ads just to have less damage coming in. I was just kind of ignoring them, and that's probably what was my downfall. And if we can get that done, we can start on the new content. Which, I thought there was only one new chapter, but when I was looking up Quest Guide just to see if there was any other normal missions that I was missing, I found out it's actually 3 new story chapters and not just one. Which kind of makes more sense, because one story mission typically isn't a lot from what we've seen, but 3 makes more sense. It's basically about a quarter of the game's main story. So I'm really curious to see that, given it's all new for me. It's like there was some post-game stuff, so there'll still be some quests and other things from the original to do after we beat Chapter 12. But also lots of new stuff. For now, we can just fly over to the light pole in my jet plane. At least we're going in style. I still think we should have been able to see this throughout all of our exploration. Like, the fact that it's like, oh, it's here now. We really weren't exploring these places very thoroughly. Alright, in we go.
Oh, they've seen us.
We don't need to deal with these guys, because like I said last time, you have cutscene immunity. Okay, skip, skip, skip. And walk 2 seconds right into another cutscene. Which is always silly when games do that. Yep, we're ready.
You're sure now?
Honestly, not much we could do at this point to be any more ready, so... Like I said, besides getting to level 60 and then hunting for a lot of materials, we're about as equipped as we can possibly be, and obviously also just grinding for higher stats. Like, I guess I could do augments for my equipment. I haven't really been using those much, but it's just too much effort. Especially with the oddities of like, oh, some augments only work for the player character and not the party, which makes no sense. It'd be so much useful if they worked on the party members too. Like the terrain defense one that I think I was complaining about a couple of streams back. Alright, fight part 1. Spell time, though.
Switching to my scout.
At least until it forces us out.
Got it to me.
So everybody get in your skills.
Better off in stealth.
I don't know if being a higher level helps here.
Tatsu. Hypernova.
Because really, I think in skill combat, your stats are just based on your skill and not your actual stats, as far as I know. Or maybe it helps. But that'll be a little bit weird.
You're mine.
But definitely the ground combat section should be a little bit better. I hope.
You're mine. You're mine.
So gotta remember, he is going to become invincible at some point, in which case we're going to have to go fight the little orb guys that he summons.
Doing better.
You win.
Hey, hold still.
That's it.
Okay, let me up, please.
You win.
I gotta be careful, because I don't want to lose my skill, because that's the worst case scenario.
Got the edge. Crippling the target. Follow up.
I need to make sure I get the button prompts. Worst case, I got
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
a lot of those repair patches that I've been hoarding for the entire game, so... Either way, I would be fine. And actually, I have party heal items. I probably could have used that last time, too, now that I think about it.
I was indeed fearful.
I will escape these confines
Going all out. We can stand in the line.
for using your vessel.
Take this.
Take this.
Deploying field.
Yeah, I have to remember that I actually do have healing items, because like I said, I've been hoarding them the entire game.
Now cripple. Think there's hope.
You're mine. Crippling the target. Follow up.
Feel your only inheritance.
Boost attack.
Hey, your only birthright.
Easy.
Okay, at least someone else got the bind.
Gotcha.
I'll weaken them.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I know. Take this. I'll get it.
Okay, we got these little guys now, so...
Here's how big they are.
Let's concentrate fire. Yeah, I gotta watch for that, or listen for that cue about the reinforcements.
Overdrive. Follow me. Flying field.
Anyone will perpetuate the myth
Suck
must
on
be
this.
destroyed.
Follow me.
But these guys also have a crap ton of health, comparatively.
You're mine. Easy. I'll weaken that. You're mine. You with nice. Move in and do some damage.
At that point, can I still attack you?
Comes the fierce one. You're staying right here. Weaken it. Flying field. You're mine. Got the edge. Gotcha. Easy. Hey, you're mine. Bring the target. Follow up.
Yeah, he's still taking damage, so I guess might as well just keep attacking him.
Move in and strike. Suck on this.
Okay, now he has a barrier, so now we actually have to
So it's like that, huh?
get at these guys.
I'll weaken them. Gravity flash.
Anyone will perpetuate the myth must be
You
destroyed.
Are they only taking like 1 damage?
Down you go. Rapid fire. Crippling the target. Follow up. I've got you covered, fire.
So do those ones matter?
You wish.
Or is there one hiding around the edge? So I think that's what happened last time.
We've got the edge. Easy. You're nice. Go in and do some damage. Here comes a fierce
Or
one.
is it just these?
Be gone, you blight.
I'll weaken them. Hey, hold still. You wish. Now, melee attacks.
I
How's this?
don't see any more of them.
Anyone will perpetuate the myth must be destroyed.
This is flying field. We've got the edge.
I guess just go for these then, or is it the one in the middle maybe?
Move in and do some damage.
Ah, yeah, so you have the shield one, and then
Crippling the target. Follow up.
the other ones were like Link's Talus.
I'll cover you.
Be gone, you
Suck on
blight.
this. Hypernova. Come on.
Anyone will perpetuate the myth must be
I don't know what the Link ones are for then, or what they do.
We've got the edge. Gotcha.
They're only taking 1 damage, so I'm not gonna be able to kill those very easily.
Now, melee attack. Take this. I'll weaken this.
Be gone, you blight.
Hypernova.
Yes, we've heard your lines enough times.
Got mine. You're mine. Yes. Hit him again for me. Oh, hell yeah.
I'll just use one of those so that whoever that is doesn't lose their skill.
I'll weaken them. You're mine.
A long time to kill this little guy.
Move in and do some damage. You're mine. Overdrive. Follow me. That's it.
Anyone will perpetuate the myth
Hypernova.
must be destroyed.
Suck on
Okay,
this.
this should do it.
The target.
Not quite.
Follow up. We've got the edge.
Okay, now we can get back to this guy.
Hypernova.
Wow, he healed a lot of health in that time. Please don't do that again.
Move in and do some damage. Not bad. No. This ain't it. Suck on this. Come on. Yes. Down. Melee attack.
Guess we'll get to see if that losing all our skull fuel was scripted or not. I assume it was.
Got the edge. Crippling the target. I'll cover up. Take this. Now, melee attack. You're mine. I know. Take this. Easy. Yeah, hold still. I'll weaken it. Follow me. You wish.
Quite the screen. Take some tea while I can. Alright, and now to part 2 of the fight. I guess part 3, technically. Once it decides to load.
They've seen us. Ready?
There's a lot of little guys.
Field. We've got the edge.
Now that I look at them, they actually kind of look like Salandit from Pokemon.
Take this.
So obviously this came out first. Actually, no. Maybe not. I'd be curious to know that, but not that big a deal.
You wish. This could make all the difference. Deploying fields. Hit it again for me. Clean blade.
Okay, half done almost.
Oh, we can fire. Don't miss.
Gotta get those prompts, that's what keeps us healed. I mean, other than using the items I ported.
Too easy. Move in on the next one. Oh, we can miss. You wish.
Yeah, we got overdrive, may as well use it.
You've got the edge.
Okay, on to phase 4. Gotta try to save the core.
Come on. You and me.
Alright, now big Chimera.
Move it. You wish.
So I'm keeping an eye on my fuel. Like, the fuel is basically full on all of my skells.
Oh, we can miss. Gun force.
Also keeping an eye out for extra enemies that he guess he's gonna summon eventually. Or the protection system's gonna summon.
Now, melee attacks. Easy. I know. Take this. Oh, we can miss. Have this.
Okay, you do have things I can target, so best to do that and weaken you.
Easy.
I mean, I'm assuming those won't carry over to the ground fight afterwards, but doesn't hurt to do it. Can only help.
Take this. Crippling the target. Follow up. Oh, we can miss. Gun force. You wish.
Just go poke his eyes.
You wish. Deploying field. You've got the edge.
Right? Got his eye and now his head.
Oh, we can miss. Gravity slap.
Are we still on concentrate? Or not? That'll at least help us get it down a little bit faster.
Come on. Crippling the target. Follow up.
Should keep an eye on everyone's skill health.
We can just like that, huh? Oh, we can miss. You're mine. Take it down. This can make all the difference. Hey, you're mine. Deploying shield.
Surprisingly, like, I'm the only one in the light skill, so I have the least armor of everyone,
You're mine.
and I'm taking the least damage. Guess he's just ignoring me for the most part.
Incoming enemies.
Honestly, it's fine with me. Yep, okay, that is absolutely scripted.
Switching to ground.
Okay, now we gotta be careful. As soon as we see other enemies around, we need to take care of those immediately. Let's get back on concentrate. We need to try to get rid of his head. I'm gonna move over here so I can see what these do. Does that help?
Move in and do some damage.
No, that doesn't. That's unfortunate.
A stronger skin. Primer, quick hit. That could have dented.
I'll just give everyone max health. I got like 20 of them. I mean, it'd probably be good to save some for the new section.
Side slash.
But I got enough of them. I may as well use some of them here. To save my TP, because I definitely want to use it for overdrive more than I do the TP-based moves. The comparative damage output is so much more for overdrive. Almost was too early on that. Okay, Like, at what point are these other
Pull right through 'em.
Salandit guys gonna spawn?
Primer. Catch 'em then. Sliding nice. Tornado do some damage. No. Take this.
Like, honestly, had I just
Side
remembered my items? Oops, I didn't mean to use that. Yeah, had I just remembered my items, I probably could have beat this last stream.
weaken. Killing machine.
But I forgot that I had ground healing items and not just...
Slide nice.
Oh, there's our Salandit.
Side splash.
Hey, can I focus? Thank you.
You can do it.
Didn't want to let me switch targets.
Slide quick flinger. Yes. Weaken.
Why do you have so much more health, though? Like, even Lao there doesn't have that much health. Okay, we got overdrive. Ow, ow, ow.
I'm putting an end to this.
Like, if they have that much health, maybe I should just ignore them. Yeah, we're doing way more damage to Lao than I am to the Chimeras.
Furious blast. Flash shadow strike. Drum roll. Assault hammer. There. Down you go. Melt fire.
Looks like I can go right from overdrive to overdrive.
Overdrive. Assault hammer. Side splash. Another hit.
See if I can keep chaining that.
Go smash. Let's get now it's my turn.
Yeah, looks like I'll probably get another one at this rate.
Drum roll. Flash grenade. Target in sight. That did something. Shadow strike. Gunfire. Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Okay, I know I used healing, but that still went way better. I mean, yeah, I have a few levels too, so that helps. But is that it? I don't remember.
Lao.
Maxar and these other synthesized life forms were implanted with a failsafe. Insurance, in case the Samarians ever lost control of them. The key to that failsafe lives on in the human body. The Samarians' descendants, our very DNA is capable of stopping the Gateway once and for all. That's why they fear us. Not our limbs, but the life form that could bring us back in the flesh.
Wow.
You did the right thing. All this has to show me. We've achieved our goal. Humanity has a future. Soon, any threat from the Gateway will be gone. Once we have our bodies. Once we are whole.
But again, we were no threat to them. If they just left us alone on Earth, that nothing would have happened to them or us. So this was all pointless.
How's it look?
Is it still running?
It's fine. Looks like it held together.
Thank God. We saved it. All of us.
But we couldn't save Lao.
On the contrary. By stopping him and preventing him from destroying the system, we saved Lao too.
That's right. His DNA and his memories. All of it is still stored in here.
Exactly. And with this, now we finally have the means to bring him back.
But wait. Would he even want to come back?
All the things he did. He'll be able to remember them all, right?
All the more reason. You can't make up for your mistakes when you're dead.
Very true.
Hell, he'd better come back. He's got work to do. Wrongs he needs to right.
She's right.
Okay then. Come on, let's hurry up and restore the system.
Colonel? Everyone wait. There's one more thing I need to talk to you about.
Oh man, what now?
The truth is, exactly one MIM in New LA actually is being controlled remotely from a real body held in stasis here.
Wait, someone isn't stored in the database with the rest of us?
That's right. This was a special case.
The hell does that mean?
Better just to show you. Colonel!
Elma is dead?
No. I think this is...
I haven't died. My consciousness has just returned to my real body.
Now we get to see what Elma really looks like. Quite the different look. So she's very clearly not human like the rest of us.
Elma? Is that really you?
Yes. This is my true form. I was kept here in stasis, the only xenoform on board.
Wait a second. All this time you were an alien?
No way.
And all the more lovely for it.
I hope you all understand. And at the end of the day, I just hope you'll still consider me as one of you.
Of course we will. You've earned that, Elma. It's not about how you look. It's the person you are on the inside. That's what counts.
Yes, yes!
Lynn's right. Colonel, listen. We know whatever you did, you felt it was for the greater good.
Yeah. Nothing's changed.
That's right.
Everyone, thank you. Your trust means everything to me. And I have so much more to tell you now that this time has finally arrived. But first, there's something I must do. And it's something that only I can do.
She's got like Cosmos eyes.
There. The backup power should be all set.
Biometric authorization accepted. Initializing backup power system.
Hey, so did that really just work? There's no way it might still run out of juice?
No, it's working.
Elma, it's Secretary Nagi.
Put him through.
It's official, everyone. Power has been restored. Congratulations. Fandom is reporting that the ganglion forces outside the Lifehold have been routed. The Prospectors should have the main power system back online in a matter of days.
Roger that.
It's over. Excellent work, all of you.
Well, we all gotta die sometime, but it won't be today.
That's right. Once the main power's back online, we don't need to worry about running out again.
And we won't even need that anymore once we're back in our bodies.
Yup, you got that right.
First things first, we'll need to get the control system repaired. Then we'll hit up the database down below. We need to check on your memories.
Just a second. Wasn't she saying she was gonna tell us the rest of what she knows?
Hey, that's right. I got so excited I almost forgot.
Relax, there's no need for us to hurry, right? We're finally home free. We've got all the time in the world now.
Well, it's a pretty long story. Tell you what, why don't we go back to New LA, and we can talk over a nice big celebratory feast.
Good idea. Lindley can
Welcome
cook
in,
it all.
Fenrir.
Tatsu will oversee.
Have a nice lurk.
Yeah, you can watch over everything. From inside the stew pot. Okay?
Why does this cutscene seem super out of sync?
All right then. It's settled.
Well then, without further ado,
Right. Back to New LA. We're ready now. Ready to go home.
So will they have changed this at all, considering there's 3 new chapters? Guess we'll see in a moment. I guess credits first? Maybe?
It was 30 years ago when Elma first came to Earth. She'd come with a mission. A war was being waged between the Interstellar Federation the Ganglion belonged to and another alien civilization. And Elma knew that eventually, that war would come to Earth. She came to our planet, alone, to save us. She convinced those in power, like Secretary Nagi, that the threat was real, and helped put into motion a grand plan to preserve all of mankind. Her alien tech brought us skells so we could defend ourselves. It gave us light-speed travel to ensure our escape. And it led to mimeosomes to facilitate our survival. None of this would have been possible for centuries without the help we received from Elma. Everyone says the Earth died that day. But not me. I don't believe it. The white whale couldn't have been the only Ark to escape either. There must be other survivors out there. Somewhere. The path ahead may not be clear, and it certainly won't be easy. But for now, the important thing is we're here, on Mira, and we're alive. And we'll live on, for now, with faith in our hearts that one day we can once again set out to search for the planet we left behind.
Yep, here it is.
Wait, what? This damage isn't from our last battle. It's from earlier, when we crashed on Mira.
It does look pretty bad in there, doesn't it? You'd never know it by looking at the exterior.
Yeah, it does look pretty bad. But we'll see how bad. He's gonna even get the door open normally?
All right. I'm entering the database chamber.
Be extra careful in there. That's everything we've been working for.
Understood.
Looks pretty bad.
What?
What is it, Elma? Is there a problem with the database?
No. That's impossible.
Elma, report. Elma!
Secretary. I'll stick to the facts. The system. Everyone's consciousnesses and memories. The entire database. Has been destroyed for some time.
Destroyed? What do you mean? Explain yourself.
The entire chamber is flooded. It's trashed. The system is completely shut down. And not just recently. It's been this way since we got to Mira.
That's absurd. Then how are we... How in the world would anyone be?
I know. So then why would you be alive? It's not possible. Without the database, all your identities should be gone too. It's this planet. It's something about this planet.
Okay, so they did stick with that ending. Now, how is that going to play into the extra story? And are they going to explain it so we figure out a better answer than just, this planet's weird? Like the fact that we can just understand all the alien races, even though we don't speak their language and they don't speak ours.
What in God's name is going on?
Settle down now. Let's not jump to conclusions before the analysts reach a verdict.
What? You think since we're still walking and talking we shouldn't raise any alarms?
Yes, something like that.
But it's so disturbing to think about.
Commander, you're the one in charge here. Let's not make the troops uneasy now.
Right. Yeah.
Good idea. Don't cause a panic.
Wasn't my intention.
Lynn, we know how you feel. But right now, we have to put aside our fears. The Lifehold crew are working hard too, pushing it down as best they can. Their time's just as short. Sit tight and have faith.
Elma. I'm sorry. Everyone's busting their butts, and here I am just thinking about myself. Okay, I'll be patient.
I mean, it is an existential crisis, so
Tatsu will also be patient.
don't blame you.
You're not even a mim, potato brain.
You obtained multiple skill schematics. Multiple super weapon schematics. Dogs. The Vita, Golden Armor, Lao. However you felt upon seeing the real me, I won't pry for now. But if you're not opposed to adventuring with me in my true form, I'd be happy to oblige. It's entirely up to you. Well, where to next? This planet is still abound with mystery. And yeah, we could change Elma back, but why would we? Yes, I will save, absolutely. Now I guess the question is, what's next? It's required level 50, Chapter 13, Act 1. But what else is available? Level 80? What? Required level 58, recommended level 80. Okay. That's not happening for a while. Recommended level 56. What about other quests? We have Doug's 5th Heart to Heart, which is only available now for some reason. And a whole load of quests. And these are all reasonable levels, or at least, like, a lot less than what I am. Oh, and don't we have access to a new party member now, too? It's not gonna tell me. The other ones at least it said, oh, just do this mission. Obviously Lao's out of commission, but we did see him for a second there to say that he technically is still alive. I'm guessing he'll play a role in the extra story. But do we want to jump right into the news story right now or not? It's very tempting. But first I want to check out what those new skill schematics are and how difficult are they going to be to get my hands on them.
Yeah.
Wrong one. We got long claws. Big sword. Big beam cannon. So skull frames. Okay. So I have basically none of the things, none of the things. Ares 70 and Ares 90. Jeez, it also needs 100,000 uranium, so I'm really gonna have to change out my probes, considering I can only hold like 40,000. But given that's saying the Ares 90, I assume that that's basically going to be it's frame level 60, but I'm assuming that's basically going to be like a level 90. It's like I can make these ones, but I have no reason to. So that basically has unlocked everything here. What about the weapons? So we have a bunch of them, and then there's still a lot that we don't have that I think are all just random drops from enemies. So I'm probably not going to grind for those, but we'll see. Then Regal equipment. basically a level 60 set. And it's just listed as blade wear, not like medium or heavy. And the infinite set. And the true set. Let's see. That's 145. 115. 85. Okay, so it's basically it's a light set, a medium set, and a heavy set. And then what about the weapons here? Still a lot that I don't have. It doesn't look like any of these ones really unlocked at the end of the story. So maybe those will be quests. But do I go to affinity missions or do I continue the story? Let's go continue the story, but I'll at least save just in case, since it seems to be a habit that anytime I attempt 2 story missions in one stream, the second one always goes very poorly. But let's see if we can not have that happen this time. And actually, I'm assuming I even meet the requirements for it. There may be other missions I need to do first, in which case, I guess we'll go do that. But let's go check. No, there is literally no requirements for this. Sure, let's do it. Cause and effect. Okay, I got a nice pan shot, but what else? That doesn't look good. So is this the black fog stuff from the Future Connected? Or the giant, like, holes that were getting cut into everything in Xenoblade 3?
Disappeared? What do you mean?
We got reports of an unexplained phenomenon. Dematerialization events all across Mira.
What do we know about it?
Whatever it is, it happened in several places at the exact same moment.
Okay, so it's Xenoblade 3.
Created expanding spheres that swallow anything they touch. Any matter caught in the radius, gone without a trace. Not even in the EM spectrum. Gone like cow piss in a rainstorm.
That doesn't sound like a natural occurrence.
For the time being, the effects are localized and the expansion has been limited. But if this keeps up, it's only a matter of time until it reaches NLA as well.
You're saying NLA is in danger?
That's horrifying! Tatsu, prepare to evacuate at once!
And go where exactly? This is happening everywhere. Not like anywhere else is safer.
If it swallows everything, then no point putting up defenses, I guess.
It would be like spitting a hurricane in the eye.
First off, we'll need to gather concrete data. Let's find a place we can observe the phenomenon.
Good plan. Be extremely careful. There's no way to predict what might happen.
Sure. Though in all honesty, that's been pretty much par for the course since we set foot upon this planet.
You said it.
And this is precisely what we admire about humans. This attitude of all's well that ends with a bang.
I'd rather avoid any more bangs.
The Lifehold Core investigation pales in importance to this.
Both are crucial matters, of course. But even if analysis of the Lifehold determines we're in no immediate danger, that won't mean much if all of Mira dematerializes from under our feet.
Let's keep this under wraps. Better that the troops stick to the investigation.
Yes, seems wise. No use causing widespread panic.
Elma?
But why is she back in her mim?
I've got a hunch, Lynn. Everything that's going on, it can't just be coincidence. I can't shake the feeling. It's all connected.
Or we're going to say that the planet's weird again, because that seems to be the explanation for everything big that's going on in this game. So where are we headed off to? Okay, I guess we'll start off with Oblivia. Well, that's a big orb. I assume don't go into that.
Is that it?
It's just dark, inky blackness.
Not even light can escape from within. This is no ordinary phenomenon. This is beyond understanding.
So it's a black hole.
It's a nightmare.
If it was anything at all like a black hole, we should be getting anomalous mass readings. But there's nothing.
No point guessing. Let's prioritize getting any blades here to safety.
Okay, where's my skull? We need to fly over there. But not fly into it, that would just be stupid. But why are they so far away from where the warp point is? It's very silly. Sorry about that. Very eepy.
Elma, look!
Oh, lovely.
What? Ghosts.
But how? Why here?
Took them a while to notice. Too busy having a tea party. Not that I blame them. Well, that's not ideal.
Where'd they disappear?
Best not to find out.
Oh, great.
Ghost Acolyte.
Ready? Let's move.
Why did they just vaporize everyone else and then but they decide to actually fight us normally. I guess just because we have that protagonist energy that, oh, we're not going to just kill you right away. We're going to toy with you first. We're not doing much damage, which isn't ideal. Seeming like they're only vulnerable to probably certain types of damage, and the rest isn't yeah, they're invincible. We are doing damage, which means that, yeah, it's just certain types of damage they're invincible to. But what are they invincible to, and what are they not? The bullets weren't working, but now they are. Maybe it's just a temporary ability? Okay, I can target orb left, and I guess an orb right, probably somewhere. We'll find you so you don't do mean things to us. Considering how powerful just one of these guys is, and there was like a million of them that came out of there, we're pretty screwed. Oh great, now we have 3 of them to deal with. This can only go well. Okay, concentrate fire. Let's target something on them. Yeah, so it looks like they're just temporarily invisible at certain points. I don't know what that means for fighting them, if it's just attack and wait for it to work. Or if there's something specific I can do to make it work faster. That'd be nice. I haven't done any damage to this one yet, and I'm half dead in my skull. Use some more prompts so I get healing. Thank you. If there is some indication on what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I've already lost access to a few of my skill weapons, so this is already not going very good. What am I supposed to be doing? Is this just to survive for a certain amount of time? Like, obviously I was able to kill the first one. Is there a certain appendage I can target? It's just orb left and orb right. And... okay, did a little bit of damage. But how? And I was hoping we wouldn't repeat the pattern of trying to do 2 story missions in one stream and having it go badly, but I guess we are. I guess going forward I should just not do that. This is honestly kind of ridiculous, because I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't think there's ever been any mission in this game where you have to die to continue. Thankfully, because I really don't like when games do that. Especially when they do like a forced loss when you're doing just fine.
You're mine. I'll weaken them. Follow me. You're mine. Gotcha.
Yes, I know that attacking appendages does more damage, but the problem is I'm doing 0 damage.
I'll weaken them. Crippling the target. Hypernova. That point field. We've got the edge.
Looks like we're surviving, so that's good, I guess.
You wish.
But I'd much prefer to actually be
Move in and do some
damaging them.
You're mine. Suck on this. Hypernova. You're mine. Take this. Yes. Weaken. I'll weaken them.
Oh, there's a center orb too. Okay.
You're on top of this now. Got it.
Again, I don't think that really is gonna help.
Got the edge. Overdrive. Whoa. Target in sight. You're mine. I'll weaken them. You're mine.
Or maybe it will.
You're mine. Suck on this. You wish. Wait, hold still.
Maybe that was the solution.
Hypernova. Fire. Don't miss. Whoa.
But like, I was switching between them before and it was only giving me the left and right. Now it's letting me do the center too? I mean, if that was the case, I could have been doing more damage earlier and not lost a bunch of my weapons.
Come on. Hit him again for me. I'll weaken them.
But now we know.
We're on top of you're mine. Overdrive. Follow me. Close-range combat. Easy. I'll weaken them. Here comes
Okay, so
fire.
attack the center orb.
You wish. Easy. Deploying field.
Oh, are they literally pulling off Xenoblade 3 again? And like, these are Ouroboros? Like,
I'll cover you.
where you're attacking basically their core crystals? Considering you have giant balls of death consuming things, like, that also kind of reminds me of Xenoblade 3.
Deploying field. You're mine. Got the edge. Easy. Nailed it. Got triple up. Hunter is gone. Yeah. You're on top of this now.
What if, like, when the destruction events happen in Xenoblade 3, this is where the things come?
Come on.
Or is something related to that?
Suck on this. You're mine. You wish.
I never expected, or didn't think they would try to tie it into the other games, and they may not be. It could just be conjecture on my part, or it is conjecture.
Got Hypernova. Nice. Move in and here comes the
But it would be cool if they did that. Considering we do have little references to Xenoblade 1. It's like, Lyn has the Monado hairpin, the Legendar thing we had to get from quests was a toy Monado,
You're mine.
and Tatsu did call us hom-homs at one point, even though he didn't know why.
I'll weaken them. You wish.
Which that was the homs were what humans were called in Xenoblade 1. And the Nopons called them hom-homs, as they like to double up on everything.
Come on. Easy. Easy. Go. Crippling the target. Follow up. I'll
Okay, is the center not right for you?
got the edge. Come on.
I got a little reckless.
Gotcha.
Please, heal me.
Easy.
Okay, so yours is a different weak point.
Take this.
So I think I was damaging one of them with the right one. So I guess it's just random which one is their weak point?
Gotcha. Deploying field.
Sure,
You've got the edge.
we'll go with that.
You wish. Use melee attack. You're mine. Crippling the target. Follow up. You wish. I'll weaken them. Take this.
Apparently I can't snooze the ad anymore, so if I run into a cutscene, I'm kind of not gonna have a choice but to go through it on the ad, so apologies.
Come on. Hypernova. Crippling the target.
But I have 2 snoozes left, and I haven't snoozed any ads yet this stream, so I don't know why it's not letting me do it. It's saying I can snooze again in like 50 minutes.
Gotcha. Suck on this.
It's Twitch being Twitch, I guess. So I need to be careful. I didn't realize my skull was that damaged. But we won. So it was a quick cutscene. Yeah, I think we're kind of outnumbered here.
Tatsu surrounded!
Uh-oh. There's so many of them.
Oh, we got help. By someone who's apparently a lot more powerful than we are. Damn.
That's Skell.
An Ares.
Is this gonna be another person from Elma's race? Oh, the ad was already in progress, that's why. Silly me.
No way. How's this possible?
Well, I guess we'll find out later. Probably.
Elma, the Skell chasing that Ares just now?
The Vita.
Right. That's what I thought as well.
Yeah, I think we're kind of outnumbered. Well, we're not outnumbered now, but best to regroup.
You're right. This phenomenon, ghosts, the Vita, and that Ares. We're just one squad. We can't deal with all of that ourselves.
Well, the Ares is presumably on our side because it saved us. I don't know what mission I have around here. Just a random basic mission, so don't care about that right now. So we have to go report back in. Because we still haven't really learned much about Elma. We know obviously she's an alien of some form. But her backstory, I presume there are more of her race out there.
An Ares?
I couldn't confirm who was piloting it, but that was an Ares, all right. The Prime, no less.
Lynn, give me your take.
Yes, sir. Judging by the speed, the maneuverability, it's hard to imagine what else it could be. I think we know the pilot.
So what? Are you telling me he's still alive?
What, are we talking about Lao?
Alois Bernholt.
Or not.
Pilot of the first Ares, and the hero who saved us all.
Oh, so it's not Elma.
On that note, I've got some news for you too. But you're not gonna like it.
Let's hear it.
The Vita you all saw. Unfortunately, it's the real deal.
Wasn't it locked up in the Lifehold core?
I looked into it. It should have been safe inside, but there wasn't so much as a fart. Either one of those phenomena is to blame, or God knows what. An Ares, the Vita, chunks of the world vanishing. I've had just about enough of this.
You forgot the ghosts, Commander.
Ghosts? These beings we know nothing about. Could someone please bring us up to velocity?
Sad to say, we don't know much ourselves. An alien civilization opposed to the Ganglion. Yeah, that about covers it.
They were certainly opposed, but it felt like the ghosts were mopping the floor with them, and it wasn't even close.
They sent the Ganglion to pack?
Yep, it was pretty one-sided.
Ultimately, it was the battle between the ghosts and the Ganglion that cost us our world. We were the biggest losers in that.
It's not quite that simple. The ghosts are an omen, harbingers of doom.
Of course they are.
When we watch the Ganglion and ghosts clash with one another. Think. What happened?
We got a big boom.
That day, Earth was destroyed. What's more, that wasn't the first event of its kind. My home, the planet I was born on, it met with the same fate.
Oh boy.
Your planet? It was destroyed?
Mira disappearing, the ghost's arrival, even the Ares. The dots all join up. It's connected.
Elma?
It's fine. The time has come for you all to hear the truth of how I lost my home twice over.
I guess Earth being her second
The
home?
planet of my birth lay in a vastly distant corner of the universe and evolved differently from Earth. But like Earth, it was home to descendants of the ancient Cimmerians. We didn't wage war against other worlds. Ours was a peace-loving race. Till the Ganglion struck, without a whisper of warning. Their aim was nothing less than to completely eradicate Simar's legacy. And furthermore, to claim the Ares.
The Ares?
But how's the Ares come into all this?
I don't know the whole story either. Only... the Ares wasn't something we created ourselves. It came from our forebears. The technology was theirs. All we did was recreate it based on records and relics left behind by ancient Samar.
Nothing ever goes wrong from that.
But that means...
Right. The Ganglion are an artificial life form engineered by Samar. And the Ares is one of Samar's creations too. Which makes it easier to understand their motivations.
You think that's why the Vita was pursuing the Ares then?
However, we still have no inkling as to why the ghosts appeared.
I was just getting to that. As our fight against the Ganglion drew on, neither side seemed to be gaining any ground. Suddenly, dematerialization struck my homeworld. Then came a third side to the conflict, one hostile to both. Namely, the ghosts. The threat was new and unexpected and indiscriminate, attacking us and Ganglion alike. The fighting grew muddled, and my world, already brought to the brink by war, was now also losing landmass to the DMAT events. The fate of my planet was sealed. And so, the Ares and I were sent with a mission to Earth. If the Ganglion survived, they would target you next as our fellow descendants of Samar. The last remaining threat. As for me, I was to gift you Ares tech. spurring your science to hopefully level the playing field. But in the end, I couldn't save the Earth, nor the Ares or the hero.
I mean, she had a lot riding on her shoulders, and she did a damn lot, considering what little time she had, so...
That's right. It may look grim, but we wouldn't even be here if it weren't for you.
Exactly.
Without you, Colonel, none of us would be here talking.
Thank you. Anyway, that's everything I have to share about me and the Ares. The Ares and the ghosts, they're indirectly linked through the ganglion. And whenever ghosts appear, planets die.
You're saying that the Ares is the reason. It's the cause of all this? So we're gonna lose Mira just like Earth? Like your world?
Yes, most likely.
So we know what we gotta do. Right? We gotta get out there and find that Ares. Bada boom!
But wait. Why didn't the pilot just get in contact with us? What's the point of hiding who they are?
Commander Vandam,
What is it?
we detected scales in active combat. 2 units.
They finally come up on Frontier Nav, huh? This energy's unreal. Ain't your grandpappy skills.
You don't think...
The Ares and the Beta?
Top order prediction would be an Ares in the Vita.
That saves us some legwork.
Quite. Let's move out.
You might be facing the Vita. I want you all out there.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we beat it before.
No need to pussyfoot around, but stay frosty, Alma.
Roger. Right now, the way forward is clear. We don't know what's out there, but solving that mystery is the only hope we have.
It's pretty clear that some of these people have new voice actors in these cutscenes, because they sound just different enough. Like... Because I assume they were using all the old audio, because that was probably fine. But... Just like with Future Connected, and... They had to... I know they got some of the people back, like whoever Melia's voice actor was, but not all of them. Actually, why am I flying when I can just warp? Flight is fast, but this is faster, even if I have to go through a load screen. That. Choking on tea. But who would be piloting the Vita, though, is the question. Assuming our guess about who's in the Ares is even correct. Guess we better help them out. Oh, do we get pile drive on them? But what would you do down to the water, though?
That's the Vita, all right.
But who's piloting it?
Those orbs definitely remind me of the Ouroboros crystals from Xenoblade 3, so it's gotta be some, at minimum, a reference, if not directly related.
Give me some serious heebie-jeebies.
Those were the cores. Get ready.
So the Ares is done, and he's powered up. Lovely.
You and me.
You get in combat first.
Let's move in. Got it.
Oh joy. You can summon
Deploying field. Got it yet.
ghost skulls, I guess?
Gravity flash. You wish. I'll weaken them. You're mine. Yes. Come on. Hold still. Gravity flash. Got it.
Keep an eye on my fuel, because I'm like half empty, and I don't have as much, because I have a light skill. So hopefully I have enough to get through this. Actually, I'm less than half. I think I hold 7,000? So we're gonna have to finish this fast. Oh, there's more of these guys now. Does that mean I should really just be focusing on the big guy? I can tell which one I'm targeting here. Once again, probably just target the Vita, though. I have Concentrate Fire, though they look like they're still attacking this. Obviously, I'm attacking it now, so they are. But I'm down for the red, which is not good. Okay, neat. Well, neither won nor lost, just get to proceed.
Colonel! Ghosts! Watch out!
When it rains, it pours.
Yep. Well, them coming probably spared us, at least from the ghosts, so as long as they leave us alone, I guess we're okay.
They're going after the Vita.
Well, better that than us.
Damn. They're wising up. Never thought they'd get the jump on me. My bad. It got the cores.
Are you really Al?
You're still alive? You dog! Where the hell have you been all this time?
Okay, but you're human, though, not like Elma.
Gang's all here. Plus a few new faces. Neat little sci-fi club.
Huh? What does big man mean?
He's saying he's happy to meet you all.
Wonderful. Spoken like a true mensch.
Sorry I worried you, princess. Let it all out. We earned a big tearful reunion.
I need to know. Why did the Vita take the cores?
Oh, what? We gonna be all business?
Don't change the subject. Tell us everything.
Fine then. I'll spill. But first, I want to know about you guys. Bet you've got stories to tell too. As for the Ares, can you get it examined?
We can. Let's pause for now. We'll pick it up later. We're putting ourselves at risk by staying here. I'll arrange transport for you and the Ares.
Talk about the cold shoulder.
That's the hero? Alois Bernhold? Him?
You've never met him before?
He'd already been promoted by the time we joined the Colonel's team. So yeah, we weren't introduced. His star had risen too quickly.
He's nothing like they made him look on the government broadcasts. He's just like... a normal guy.
Oh, it's him all right. In the flesh.
Hey. This hero stuff, you mean me?
You know it. The great selfless hero who bought humanity a future at the price of his own life. Alois Bernhold. That's you, pal.
Seriously? That's not how I was hoping it'd go.
When it gets out that the hero survived, they'll be dancing in the streets of NLA. People will go nuts.
NLA?
The White Whale's habitat. That's what we're calling it now.
Right. So it made it after all.
Thanks to a certain hero.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Ah, shucks, cut it out. Lynn, I'm really happy you made it.
Yeah.
Wow, though. You guys have been living it up. Hey, how's it poppin'?
Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up.
You got a lot to learn.
Cut the rooks some slack. No one's born knowing your shtick.
No stress. I'll teach you the proper response later. I'm Alois Bernhold. Call me Al. Pleasure.
Pleasure to meet you as well.
Here they are.
But still the question of where the heck you've been all this time. Or how you found you were here. If you were in that battle, back where Earth was destroyed and didn't follow the White Whale here.
Right. Let's see what the fuss is about this NLA.
There's so many questions. Though assuming this isn't the end of the mission, I've had to remember to refuel my skull before we go back out, because I don't want to be caught with my pants down. That's not the button to get out.
Good work. We moved the Ares to the restricted hangar to have it checked out. Now then, since the ghosts decided to give the Vita some lovin', does that mean they consider the Ganglion to be a bigger threat than us?
Ghosts don't have that kind of independence. They swarm whatever happens to be in front of them, like iron filings drawn to a magnet. You can think of them as a force of nature. The conclusion my world's scientists arrived at was this. Ghosts are in essence the universe's corrective system. End quote.
A system? I think I get it. Like animals' instincts. Nature's way of protecting itself. Is it that kind of thing?
And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice. From the four horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying, "To the sixth angel which had the trumpet, Loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates, and the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the 3rd part of men. Sound familiar? You might have heard it, in some shape or form.
Yeah, that's
some heavy stuff. And coming from you, it sounds all the heavier.
It's from an Earth text, passed down on your world since antiquity. When I first read it, it felt to me like a kind of forewarning, a moral teaching from which
It
to
is
learn.
referencing something I honestly don't know.
And what, now you think it was a prophecy?
I think it's historical record.
Huh?
Well, suppose the people of the past knew of the existence of such a system.
You're saying ghosts are angels of the apocalypse? Get real.
Then God is real too?
What is this? What was it? A
It
verse
would
from the
align with
Bible?
the facts at hand.
Gods and angels. Before, I would have laughed you right out of town.
Well, either way. If the ghosts are chasing the ganglion, that's good news for us. If I learn anything else, I'll let you know. For now, rest up.
Will do.
Al, you're going straight to medical.
I'm healthy as a horse, sir.
That's what worries me.
Come on, back me up here.
Stop moaning.
Well, they definitely have some bad blood or something. Curious to see how that plays out. Now, where are we going? Into the barracks. Maybe we'll learn more.
Got it. I'll be right there. They want me to stop by the Ares. The technicians want to pick my brain.
If there's anything I can help you with, just give me a shout.
Thanks, Lynn.
We don't get to go with her?
Can't believe how much you got up and running. I know I was MIA for a good long while, but it's not like you've had years. Honestly, I'm impressed. It's growing on me, this NLA.
Good.
Mind letting go of that grudge already, Princess?
I don't know what you're talking about. What exactly is there for me to hold a grudge over?
Well, since I left you alone for all this time, figured you were sour about it.
Let's see. If only you'd stayed behind with me, I could have had it a whole lot easier than I did.
Ah, were they together?
Maybe it's obvious since you came to us from the Air Force, but your piloting skills were a cut above. Anyone could see your promotion would be just a matter of time. So when you left the team so soon after joining, I was happy for you. So if there was one thing I'm sour about, it's that I made you take the Ares. I'm angry at myself for that. When we were leaving Earth, I prioritized directing my team. So when you took the Ares and dove into the heart of the enemy swarm, I couldn't do much to stop you. A mistake. I depended on your skills too much. And so they crowned you a hero, made you the Ares' sole pilot, and you kept on protecting us. Until the day of the battle that ended with us crashing down on Mira and you gone. I regretted it. Forcing the Ares on you. The way that I drove you into taking up the hero's mantle. So much guilt.
You didn't do that. I went charging off on my own. I was like a kid with a new toy, so I should have known better. Nah, I'm no hero. I was just terrified. Scared that I'd lose my place in the world, just like I lost my motherland when I was a kid. I needed the white whale intact. The Ares was just a means to that end.
A means, huh? You know, I'm the same as you then. I lost the planet where I was born, and came to Earth with the Ares, an unwilling companion. But I think that's giving the thing far too little credit. The Ares wasn't just a tool. This Skell was always leading the way, guiding us where we're needed.
Needed? Here?
Yes. I'm glad you came back. Truly.
Yeah, get a room, you two.
Honestly, I'd be so much happier if I was helping to fix up the Ares. But they told me to get out of their way. They were all like, you just stick to your blade duties. How rude is that?
Very.
Like, dude, I was even on the original Ares maintenance team. Yeah. The first time we met, it would have been about when I first got assigned to Elma's team. You've seen what he's like. The others never really got his humor. So he was often all alone, like it or not. But I liked him. He was always kind to me. Maybe it's because he had a younger sister about the same age.
Well, that would do it.
They got separated trying to flee their country. Seems it got pretty rough there. He hadn't seen her since then. Al always said that people need a place to belong. Not like a location or some specific address or whatever. It's more somewhere you'd keep coming back to. Somewhere people liked and trusted you. He used to talk about it a lot.
You need a home.
I think the place his sister and family were, that's where he felt needed. But then it was taken from him. After that, he decided all of Earth needed him and took to the stars. The belief his family was alive and well somewhere down there, that's what made him decide Earth was worth giving anything to protect. After we lost Earth, the white whale became Al's home.
So you see, Lynn, that's what makes you part of my big, fat, happy family.
That's how he put it to me once.
Huh?
Hearing that, I'd never felt so happy in my whole life. Now, I can't do it anymore. I can't just blindly trust Al's kind words. Too much has happened. We've been through too much since then.
Yeah, just take your time.
Oh, you're right. I might have been getting a little too up in my own head there. It'll take time to sort this out. Thanks for letting me ramble. I appreciate it. I feel better at getting that off my chest.
Mm-hmm. Anytime.
It seems Al's done with his checkup now. Time to move.
Actually, another curious question. Is he a mim, or is that his real body? Because we never got our real bodies back. Well, besides Elma. Give everybody some fuel, because why not? Not rename. I don't know why it always defaults it down to rename instead of refuel like it is on the here. Okay, I did it there. Oh well. Definitely a much longer story mission than some of the other ones. This is only 13 part 1. So, okay, I guess if there's 3 chapters, maybe it's just 13 part 1, 2, and 3 then, instead of a 14 and 15. Which either works.
Boy, oh boy. Really put me through the ringer.
Yeah, well, if you weren't organic, it would have been a lot easier for us, too.
Ah, so it is still his real body then.
Bingo. Al's no mim, just good old blood and bones.
You thought all crew members were supposed to be mims, didn't you? But you see, Al here might just be the chosen one.
The Ares Prime needs a warm body to run.
Guys, does this matter right now?
You're right, but first, it's good to have you back, Al. The hero returns, and with him, our hearts are all uplifted.
Do me a favor and nix the hero thing. It's weird being put on a pedestal. Anyway, can I get a recap? I've missed a lot of scuttlebutt. I'm like a lost time traveler here.
Certainly. Let me give you the bullet points.
Okay, wow. You guys sure had a rough time while I was away.
All right, then. Now I'd like to ask you some questions. Al, where were you up until now?
To explain that part, I'll need the results of my Skell's analysis. You'll never believe me unless I give you something to back it up.
What are you trying to say?
We've detected a giant energy surge in the vicinity of Sylvalum.
A DMAT event?
No. It's not a pattern we've observed before, sir.
Just one thing after the next here. Put it on screen.
You said when it rains, it pours. That's not above Sylvalum. It's like the mothership of the ghosts?
children who gather on this planet. Heed my voice.
What the? What is that ginormous thing?
And then that voice. Who's Void?
Void.
You know who that is, Elma?
A primordial entity. It was Void who created Ares Prime. And
Okay, I'll stretch. Think
Their
with head
Void
pats,
spawn
Serby,
too.
and have a good lurk.
You could call him their progenitor.
Wait a sec. That's who Luxar meant? His great one?
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say.
Then the old tales have come to pass. Even the Vita. Even the Great One's own vessel bested by these primates. It's absolutely sickening.
Yes, that's Void.
Then he was the one who handed my ass to me?
And that's why he stole the Vita, I would hazard a guess.
But why? Does he want to rally the ganglion and get right back to the killing?
Maybe.
Just so.
Okay.
How the hell did he hear me?
I shall commence a contest in which survival is the prize. The best it will cease to be, as will this world. Indeed, I have borne witness to it innumerable times before. And I will be victor once more. I am he who brings worlds into concord.
What does he mean, Concord?
When he says he's seen this happen before... No. Then Elma's planet... and the Earth?
So this is all part of your grand plan, is it?
The best it must cease to be.
Way to throw down the gauntlet. How about you shut up and get out of my face? And give back Ares' soul!
Basically going Persona and like play the game. Show that humanity's worth living.
The best it ceased to be.
I don't recall being bested. In fact, as long as I'm standing, I don't plan on being beaten.
You wish to prolong your slow.
You bet. Better say your prayers.
It is good. Such is as life ought to be. A desperate effort to survive. Very well. We will meet at the world's end.
A fight for survival? Again? How much longer do we gotta keep fighting?
No. It's not so simple.
Huh?
Either way, whether we fight or not, this planet is on its way out. Just like my homeworld before it.
What survival means, then, is getting the hell off this rock. That'll be our fight.
We'll have to leave Mira?
Al, please tell me you know of a way for us to do that.
Yeah. The key to leaving is the cores.
The ones the Vita took off with.
Without the cores, humanity... No. All life on this planet is going to die. How are we doing with the Ares? If we're on schedule, the shocking truth should be revealed any minute now.
I'll get an update.
From here on out, it's uncharted territory. Put your thinking caps on. We're headed for the hangar.
He was probably in like some limbo dimension or something. And we're still not done. Wow, this is a very long story chapter. That is not the right warp. That's what I want. If only we could switch up and down on the map to like view different levels and see the warps on each level. So Xenoblade 1 had that, why didn't they carry it over?
I have the technician's report. Here's what it says. The first major thing we discovered through analyzing the Ares is the following. The universe in which planet Mira exists, though it might be better to say dimension, is not the only one, as we have now detected several others outside of it. We're talking parallel dimensions.
This might be hard to wrap your heads around, but after the battle that ended with the White Whale crashing, me and the Ares were cast into a space between all those.
The navigational data from the Ares backs up the existence of the place he's talking about.
Huh, so I was right.
What's more, our previous attempts to find the Lifehold core, and our studies of the floating landmass Volataris, which accompanied Void, have all led us to hypothesize such a possibility. The new data we got from the Ares has helped us tie this all together. It's led us to the truth of the matter.
When Void said that he brought worlds into concord, this is what he was hinting at then?
Based on these findings, we have concluded that the universe that Earth belonged to, and the universe that we're in now with Mira, are in fact completely separate. Plus, we now know that the past universe, at the point of Earth's destruction, disappeared entirely along with it.
The whole universe?
Void's catchphrase, the best had ceased to be, this is what he meant. But then, what does this fact tell us?
That we're still alive.
A+. Yes, humanity still endures on Mira. So, we managed to escape the destruction of the Earth's universe and came to this one. We survived. Isn't that proof enough?
That day, the destruction of the universe caused a massive energy displacement. And that's what allowed us to escape to Mira? By luck bordering on the miraculous?
It's just back-of-the-envelope logic based off of old records, but that sounds about right.
So then, if we could produce an amount of energy roughly equal in magnitude, then hypothetically, it just may be possible to escape from this universe as it disappears?
Okay, but is that kind of thing physically achievable? Oh.
That's right. That's where the Ares comes in. Rather, the cores that are the source of its power.
So that's why Void made a beeline straight for it.
Our battle had already begun. You just didn't know it. And hence, that slimy bastard threw the first punch.
So we take him back.
We'll need a strategy if we're gonna pull through. And I mean yesterday.
Quite. I'll reach out to Maurice at once.
Thanks. And we won't be able to make it without help from all the other races. Everyone, your orders. Until we have a strategy in place, attend to your usual duties.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like a plan.
Al, Seeing as you're unemployed, I'm conscripting you. Go lend your buddies a hand.
Sounds more like being press ganged.
Call it what you like. You gotta earn your keep.
Fine, you win.
Ah, so here's our last party member. Division Hero. That's different. So he's a Duelist Plus, so it's not a new class. But he does have 2 unique arts. And there it is, we have our entire hero list. And I also got Mia in between streams, which, that was fun. Had to figure out a quest line that I was missing that I missed because I didn't talk to a random NPC, but anyway. Look, bud, I love the Ares theory, but it's a temperamental beast. For one, its plating is all custom made, so it can't equip other armor or weapons, and as you're aware, nobody can pilot it but me. Still, if you can work around that, he'll pull his own weight, and then some. People have been dressing up like Al to celebrate the hero's return, and someone said you can even buy his outfit now. Okay. But with that, I think that's a good place to end stream, because starting anything is going to ended up taking too long. So thank you everybody so much for watching and chatting. Next stream will probably be Saturday. And then Sunday I'll be joining Zerain for more Sunderfolk. And I do see Zerain streaming, so let's go give him a raid. And I will see you all next time.